Okay, let's get into today's agenda. Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope midterms are going well. Before we go on to the land acknowledgement, I just want to quickly go over the questions and voting. So if you have any questions, comments, or motions, please use the raise hand feature. And for voting, all senators need to vote. And as a reminder, if you're voting in favor of a motion, please raise your hand. If you're opposed, use the no reaction. And if you abstain, use the go slower reaction. And I want to start today off with the land acknowledgement. And since ASG is a body under the University of San Diego, I want to start with the land acknowledgement that is used at USD. And I also invite everyone here today to consider your own position with where you find yourself today. I want to acknowledge that the land on which we gather is the traditional and unceded territory of the Kumeyaw Nation. I want to pay respect to the citizens of the Kumeyaw Nation, both past and present, and their consistent, continuing relationship to their ancestral lands. The Clerk of Senate will now take.
Okay. Happy Thursday, everyone. One more day towards the weekend. All right. So to start us off, so AJ Armienta.
Here.
Thank you. Alana Del Torre.
Here.
Thank you. Alexa Andrade.
Here.
Thank you. Angela Tharp.
Here.
Thank you. Benjamin Tebow.
Here.
Thank you. Brooke Powell.
Here.
Thank you. Cecilia Baron.
Here.
Thank you. Daniela Peña.
Here.
Thank you. Elena Cruz. Thank you. Ezra Wheeler.
Here.
Thank you. Fantasy one up here. Lauren Betis.
Here.
Oh wait, did I hear fantasy? Oh, no, my bad. So sorry. Okay, Madeline Wu.
Here.
Thank you. Max Donahoe.
Here.
Okay. Megan Womack.
Here.
Thank you. Mia Soto.
Here.
Thank you. Sabrina Mendoza. All right, we'll come back. Sean Kenny.
Here.
Thomas Riley.
Here.
Tiana Fee.
Here.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Ari. Next line item is approval of today's agenda. Are there any motions? Lauren?
I move to approve today's agenda.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion on the floor having been seconded to approve today's agenda. Is there any further discussion? If not, please cast your votes. Thank you. Motion passes. Agenda has been approved. Next item is approval of the minutes from last week's meeting. Are there any motions? Ben?
I move to approve the minutes from last week's meeting.
Second.
There is a motion on the floor having been seconded to approve the minutes from last week's meeting. Is there any further discussion? If not, please cast your votes. Elena, can you please cast your vote? Thank you. Motion passes. The minutes have been approved. Okay, so my report is somewhat short today, but a student reached out about being interested in starting a community refrigerator. Are any senators interested in either helping out or just learning more? They sent a whole PowerPoint slide presentation on it. So they would need help with reaching out to USD officials to discuss details, getting feedback from the Linda Vista community and the San Diego community, USD community, having volunteers, building, running social media account, manual inspection for expired items, volunteers to clean out the refrigerator, and then the senator or the student that's interested would cover the upfront cost. So are any senators interested in learning more about that? I could potentially put you in contact with the student. Thank you. I'll be reaching out to y'all soon. And then moving on to next item, which is report from committee chairs and coordinators.
Hi, everyone. Nothing too much to report from Academics Committee other than we've already completed grant selection and it should be finalized and sent to all applicants by Friday. If you have any questions, concerns, suggestions you want to bring to Academics Committee, we're prepared to hear more. So please just look on the ASG meeting calendar and we'd be happy for you to attend one of our committee meetings.
Hey everyone. The first thing I just wanted to boost is that Rainbow Educator applications are open now. The application is at this link on the slide. I really encourage those of you who are interested to apply. The next thing that the ID&E committee has been working on this semester is a ID&E related podcast, and we recorded the first episode last weekend, I believe it was, and are working on getting that out and everything and edited. And anyone, senators or members of the public, if you're interested in being a guest, please email the clerk of the Senate, who is also on the ID&E committee. And then the next update I have is that I will be attending the University Senate ID&E ad hoc committee meeting next Tuesday, the 23rd. And so any senators or anyone attending or interested, please email me with any topics, questions, or concerns that you may have for me to bring up at this meeting. This is a great way to have your concerns heard, so please reach out if you have anything.
Hi, everyone. So we actually got 5 more emails from orgs saying that they're interested in the student org mentorship program, which is really exciting. So we're now working with those 8 different new orgs that have expressed interest, and we're currently figuring out people to like set them up with. And also, if any of you are part of a student org that you would like potentially be interested in participating in this, please feel free to reach out to me or anyone else in the student org committee. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. The Student Life Committee is working on putting together a video encouraging students to stay safe during spring break and follow COVID protocols. Here is thank you to my athletic coordinator, very helpful. But there are 2 links right there to the Google survey. If any senator who's willing could please fill that out. And then if you're interested in maybe recording yourself, encouraging students to remain safe during this break, we would love to put that into a video and get that sent out to the student body within the next week before break. So thank you.
Hey guys, I don't have any updates this week, but good luck with the rest of your midterms.
Yep, sorry. Hey y'all. So Student Wellness is introducing a campaign called Make the Break Safe for All as we get closer to spring break. They're inviting everyone to follow along on the Student Wellness Instagram at BeWellUSD. They're going to be sharing helpful tips and ideas to practice COVID-19 cautious ideas for you to do during the break. And they're all urging students to be mindful of how they celebrate the spring break and appreciate if you would all share the message.
Hi, everybody. I hope you are having a good week. So I have two things. Currently, I'm working with some students from a sustainability, like senior project class. And I am also working with the Office of Sustainability on creating a database. And this database would contain everything you would need to know to purchase sustainably. So we would have a category for events like food and drink and regular office supplies. So we are working on that to pair it with the sustainable purchasing guidelines. So when I present the guidelines, it'll make a better case for using them because it'll just make things a lot more streamlined and easier to implement. And then I also just heard back from the director of dining addressing the food handling. Aussie Box is the fact that staff doesn't really know what they are, and the plate situation, how they tend to grab the boxes before the plates instead of just asking students. And so he heard all of the concerns and he's addressing that now. And he also left it open to hear other concerns. So definitely feel free to reach out to him if you see something at the pavilion that's not up to your standards, or if something that bothers you, or if you don't feel comfortable reaching out, talk to me. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Moving on to reports from ASG executive board members.
Well, thank you, Ma. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Senate. We're almost there. We could smell spring break from here, so let's keep working hard, keep up the amazing work. If you need any support, need someone to talk to, or just like to set up a meeting to discuss ASG stuff, please feel free to contact me. I'd love to meet with y'all. So in terms of updates, Rafa will give a more in-depth a summary of what occurred on Monday, but we had our finance committee where we looked at the Q3 reports, looked at some reallocations. It went pretty fast, and we got that all done. And then yesterday, I met with the people of the Islands Club. Pretty brief meeting. Just wanted to tell me about their event that they partner with TPB, and just their hopes to further partner with other student organizations next year. And there was a lot of commonalities between other meetings with student organizations in terms of they're also having difficulty reaching out to students to come to events. They really want to encourage students with Polynesian backgrounds to join the organization. So I'll be contacting some people to see how we can make that help them out with in terms of that. But that all comes down to the pandemic, and virtual learning has made it difficult for them to increase engagement, something that we're all familiar with at this point. And then also this past week continued a couple one-on-ones. And then in terms of shower cards, we had some big updates regarding that. So I met with Claire yesterday in terms of action plans. It appears, well, we came to the conclusion that the best way to proceed with this would be for me to actually make the shower cards by consulting various shower cards from the internet. So I'm going to probably more than likely use Canva to create these shower cards. And after that, I'll give it to the TWIP for some consultation, as well as the Student Health Center, just to make sure everything is okay. I'm not a medical professional. I know it's a surprise to many of you, but I'm not. So with that, I'm just going to consult all the already pre-made shower cards to create something that's best for the student body and to help students take preventative measures to keep up their health. So that is all.
How's it going, everybody? Happy Thursday. Justin is at the University Senate, but he wanted to start off his announcements by saying a thank you for the marketing of the second round of academic grant selections. And as well as, in preparation for the later portion of the semester, they're still pursuing academic accommodations with the faculty, and that's being discussed at University Senate today, actually. And then also, please make sure to activate your access to the BBU and the New York Times. And that's it. Thank you.
All right. Hi, everyone. I hope you've been having a good week. Also counting down the days to spring break. So as y'all know, tonight we are having our Life of Nala DeMarco lecture. So I really hope you can all join us. I've added the link on there, but here it also is if you'd like to register for the event. So I hope to see you there at 6 p.m. Another reminder that regular ASG applications, but also TPB applications will be closing this Sunday. So please be sure to submit an application, and we'd be very happy to have you join the team. A feedback form, and then also something I totally forgot to put on my updates. Just reminding everyone that we have partnered with OA to help cover the cost of rentals. So it's like kayaks, paddle boards, bikes, other equipment, the game sort of stuff. So strongly encourage you all, cannot emphasize enough, please be safe over spring break. I don't really need to travel, stay at home, isolate, don't follow the guidelines. Be sure to do your part so that we can get back to a regular living sooner rather than just enjoying our break. Just because spring break's happening does not mean COVID's on a break. So please utilize the resources that we are very happy to be collaborating with OA with. They have awesome plans and other stuff rather than rentals, day trips that are all going to be socially distanced and whatever. So please, I'm encouraging you all, be safe over spring break, and please tell all your friends to stay safe, because I would like to be done with this pandemic, but that requires all of us to do our part. And that's all of my updates.
Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. My updates are pretty much the same as what they have been for the past couple of weeks. My email I sent out last week, but elections are currently happening, and the Senate and VP and President applications to run are due on Sunday. So if you yourself haven't filled one out, you should do that as soon as possible, and also spread it amongst your social circles. The application is actually pretty short, depending on, especially if you only apply to one position, probably takes 10 minutes, super short. And as for the finance bylaws, Maya sent you out a copy of the amendments in this week's email. The amendments are pretty short, and they were already approved by Finance Committee, but they need to be approved by you all as well to be made official. They're primarily about the sustainable purchasing guidelines that Madeline has been talking about for the entire semester. So those are mostly what they're about, and some small clarifying changes, but I'll present all that next week, but just make sure you take a look at them. And then for constitution edits, I've been mentioning this for a while, but today is going to be the first day that we go through proposed constitution edits that I've been gathering over the last year and a half. So if you have any ideas, please feel free to email me. Today probably won't be the only day we talk about them, so it's not like a now or never situation, but just try to get them to me as soon as possible. And that is all.
Hello, everyone. Today I'll be presenting the updates for the quarterly reports and the allocations. So yeah, thank you.
Alrighty, hello everyone, happy Thursday. Hope you all are doing wonderful. So as mentioned, our ASG elected and TB hiring application will close on Sunday, but our appointed positions will be open for a bit after that. So please repost our marketing content. We have a giveaway that's happening right now on the Instagram. If it was the last post with the ASG application TikTok, all you have to do is tag 3 friends. So go ahead and do that, and you're entered in a giveaway to win a $25 gift card of your choice. And if you can also repost Stanley's little cameo and message to to the USD undergrad students, that was a great video. And then if you haven't picked up your sweatshirt yet, the next pickup day will be next Wednesday, March 24th at SLP 301 from 9:30 to 4:30. I sent out an email to you all, so just a quick reminder to add that to your calendar. And for those that requested to get their sweatshirts shipped to them, we're hoping for them to be shipped by the end of next week. So thank you for being patient, and just hopefully we'll get those to you as soon as possible. Marketing committee meets tomorrow, so if you have any requests for us, please email me. I'll put my email in chat after this. And yeah, hope everyone is doing well again. Thank you.
All right, y'all, I'll probably sound like a broken record by now to most of you, but if you're a member of the public, please make sure at the end of this meeting to put your email in the chat so I can get you those credits. But also, tomorrow I'm going to be sending out an ASG or an end of the year banquet Google poll. And if you were on ASG last year, you may remember that I asked for every person to select all the times which work, not just the particular time which is best for you. So just keep that in mind as you fill out the form for tomorrow. And again, that'll come out around, or I'll send it to you emails around the afternoon time. Thank you.
Thank you. Just to echo Isaiah's statement, if you are a member of the public and you would like to receive Grubhub credits, please make sure to put your email in the chat. And then moving on to new business, Rafa will be presenting on Q3 reports and spring 2021 reallocations. So Rafa, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Maya. So I'll be presenting first the Q3 reports, just the summaries. If you want me to go more in detail, please let me know. So for these centers, the total budget allocated was 151 with an expenditures of 30,000, roughly 121 remaining. Just as a reference, this will vary compared to the updated master spreadsheet allocations because they asked for more funding, so it's going to vary a little bit. Yes, that's for the centers. Are there any questions in particular? Okay. Next one is the ops and the created zone. 21,000 allocated, roughly 4,000 spent, and that's more contributed to the ops. The created zone has not generated any expenditures because it is closed. Now we at SEC, 493,000 allocated and 309 have already spent, with a remaining on 184. Any questions? Okay. TPV, 112 allocated, already spent, roughly 32,000, with the remaining 80,000. Are there any questions? Okay. Then I'll move on with the allocations, reallocations. So far, just as a reminder, the available funds were 1.6 million roughly. This already spent for the fall, 472, and the spring was 1.1 million remaining for spring. This is what, with the new updates, the new requested funds, 856, and what was actually allocated was 853. And we still have a remaining of close to 290,000. Are there any questions for any of the updates from the new reallocations? Those highlighted in yellow tabs are the ones that requested new reallocations. And just as an update, one of the biggest requests was an extra allocation of 80,000 to the Students in Need Fund. So that's why the executive team went up a little bit more compared to the previous budget. Are there any questions? If there are no questions, next step is for Senate to vote on the new reallocations.
Sabrina?
I move to approve the reallocations for Q3.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor, having been seconded to approve the reallocations. Is there any further discussion? Alana? This is the discussion portion right now, so I'm assuming that the people raising their hands okay. So is there any further discussion on the motion on the floor? If not, please cast your votes. Thank you. Motion passes. The reallocations have been approved.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Moving on to our next line under new business, which is approval of a re-registering student org. So Brooke, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. So we only had one org this week, and it's a returning org. So it's the Intervarsity Christian Fellowship. And basically they do a lot of meetings like student-run Bible study, and different little small groups for different demographics at USD. And they're a part of a larger national organization. And part of their mission is fostering a space for people to learn about God and Protestant Christianity. And yeah, basically it's all like student led, and it's based in small groups so people have more of a community, especially online right now.
Madeline?
I move to approve Intervarsity Christian Fellowship.
Second.
There's a motion on the floor, having been seconded to approve Intervarsity Christian Fellowship. Is there any further discussion? If not, please cast your votes. Thank you. Motion passes. Okay, moving on to final business and hearing of the public. At this time, any senator may take from the table any motion previously laid on the table in the meeting the week before or present urgent business. Any member of the public may voice any concerns to the assembly on non-agenda items. Ari?
Hello there, everyone. So I simply just wanted to bring up, so
I think a couple weeks back, Senate leadership team had a meeting to kind of discuss as to how we wanted to, I guess, mediate the weekly hours, but I think we've concluded, or we discussed, that we wanted to get some of the senators' feedback and inputs as to how we want to do this. Yeah, I guess Maya, if you want to help and pitch in what we suggested, because I'm blinking.
Yeah, basically there are two options. The first option is to do the office hours whenever you're able to, and then log those office hours, like when you start doing them and then when you end office hours, and then putting it on the spreadsheet, or having set office hours instead of it being like just checking in whenever you can. I would say that having set office hours is beneficial for having constituents be able to meet with senators. So then that those office hours can go on the website and be publicized. But I understand that it's difficult interacting with constituents during this remote setting. So, but we wanted to open up the floor to hear from senators to see preferences or potentially other ideas that we haven't thought of. Sabrina?
Would our Calendly link be a part of on the website, so that way constituents would? Okay. And then my other question is, hypothetically, let's say you have like a week where no constituents come and visit you during your office hours. Is that okay? Or like during that time, should you just be trying to also work on other ASG related stuff, or how should we spend that time that we set aside for constituents if they aren't able to come see us at the time? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think the original intent of office hours historically has been having like a place and time that constituents can find you on campus. And it's also a time to work on ASG related tasks, whether it be committee tasks, initiative tasks, or just other tasks that senators decide to do that relates to ASG. So even if constituents aren't able to make that time, or they don't visit your office hours, senators can still make productive use of that.
So yeah, we just wanted, it was just a little bit about that, but just in terms of getting senators' feedbacks as to what would best accommodate to you, or what do you think would be more productive? And then we can just kind of discuss on that.
Lauren?
I see the purpose and how helpful stable office hours would be if we were on campus, because then I have to be in this building at this time and know how long it'll take you to get there and all of that. But I feel like in our virtual setting, everything is so flexible, and everything with our online classes right now is so in flux, that I feel like not having set office hours would be preferred.
Does anyone else have any thoughts, questions, concerns on the matter? Thank you, Lauren. If any senators do, feel free to email Ari and CC me, please. There is one comment on the comment form. This is from a student named Janaea McCoy, saying, currently we're in the middle of midterm season and I've had to deal with disruptions in 2 midterms due to people working outside on trimming the hedges, mowing the lawn. I understand it is necessary, however, it's very disruptive during class and tests. Not only are the machines loud, but they also emit a loud distracting beeping noise. What schedule are they on, and can this activity be moved to dead hours when people aren't testing or in class? Sabrina?
Do we know what part of campus they're on? So that way we could talk to like the maintenance on that part of campus, or like where they have been taking their midterms at, just so, because I know USD is really big, so I don't want to like assume they're on one side of campus or something. They are on campus, right? That's what I was assuming. Okay. Did they specify it anywhere in that?
They did not specify.
Would we be allowed to reach out to them just to get more information so we could figure out who to talk to?
Yeah, I can send you their email.
Okay, perfect. And then just because I know they still have other like classes and then finals, you don't want to deal with that. Awesome. Thank you, Maya.
Lauren, I saw you had your hand raised.
I was just gonna say I know them, so I could reach out and check in if that would be easier. Or Sabrina, you can reach out either way. I don't really care either way.
Okay, sounds good. And this would also be a good time for any members of the public who came in later to put your email in the chat if you would like to receive Grubhub credits. And, oh, sorry, wait, one thing to say is I also want to open up the floor to senators on anyone that you would like to hear from at future Senate meetings. President Harris will be invited, but we all know that he's very busy. So I could see that happening a lot later in the semester. Chief Miyashiro will be invited again to talk about the numbers on diversity and hate crimes and acts of intolerance. So those are two people that will hopefully be able to attend Senate in the future. But is there anyone else or any other topics that you'd be interested in hearing more about? Sean?
If there's no further discussion, I move to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
There's a motion on the floor, having been seconded to adjourn today's meeting. Is there any further discussion? If not, please cast your votes. Elena, can you please cast your vote? Thank you. Motion passes. The meeting has been adjourned. Thank you, everyone.